Perhaps you have heard people joke about the terrible twos. In case you're not a parent or haven't heard before, they're speaking of how tenacious and stubborn 2-year-old children can be. Mules have nothing on these determined individuals. Their display of stubbornness, often culminating in a temper tantrum, tests the resolve and endurance of these saintless adults. In this part of the story of the Exodus, God strikes Egypt with 10 plagues: blood, frogs, gnats, flies, sick livestock, boils, hail, locusts, darkness, and finally the death of the Egyptian's firstborn son. Each is a message to Pharaoh and the world that God rules. Unfortunately for Pharaoh, he doesn't get the point until it cost him his son. Stubbornness can be fatal. These crucial chapters contain many other lessons. As we watch God free his people, we also learn about not compromising with God, persisting in doing what is right, paying attention to God's message, and being thankful for God's grace. Although he received many warnings, Pharaoh refused to obey God. Before the 10 plagues began, Moses and Aaron announced what God would do if Pharaoh did not let his people go. But Pharaoh refused to listen and hardened his heart. Through the first 6 plagues, Pharaoh dug in a little more each time. Pharaoh wouldn't change. So God confirmed Pharaoh's arrogant decision, hardening his heart permanently, and setting the painful consequences of his actions in motion. This brought suffering upon Pharaoh and his entire country. God gave Pharaoh every opportunity to change his mind. It was Pharaoh's stubbornness that prevented it from changing. Stubbornness against God leads to disobedience. When you stop stubbornly insisting on your own way and begin submitting to God, you may be surprised by the work he will do in your life. Going to be reading Exodus chapter 7, verse 14. Then the Lord said to Moses, Pharaoh's heart is stubborn, and he still refuses to let the people go. We'll be reading Exodus chapter 11, verse 1 through 10. Then the Lord said to Moses, I will strike Pharaoh and the land of Egypt with one more blow. After that, Pharaoh will let you leave this country. In fact, he will be so eager to get rid of you that he will force you all to leave. Tell all the Israelite men and women to ask their Egyptian neighbors for articles of silver and gold. Now the Lord had caused the Egyptians to look favorably on the people of Israel. And Moses was considered a very great man in the land of Egypt, respected by Pharaoh's officials and the Egyptian people alike. Moses had announced to Pharaoh, This is what the Lord says. At midnight tonight I will pass through the heart of Egypt. All the firstborn sons will die in every family in Egypt, from the oldest son of Pharaoh, who sits on his throne, to the oldest son of his lowliest servant girl who grinds the flour. Even the firstborn of all the livestock will die. Then a loud wail will rise throughout the land of Egypt, a wail like no one has heard before or will ever hear again. But among the Israelites it will be so peaceful that not even a dog will bark. Then you will know that the Lord makes a decision between the Egyptians and the Israelites. All of the officials of Egypt will run to me and fall to the ground before me. Please leave. They will beg, hurry, and take all your followers with you. Only then will I go. Then, burning with anger, Moses left Pharaoh. Now the Lord had told Moses earlier, Pharaoh will not listen to you, but then I will do even more mighty miracles in the land of Egypt. Moses and Aaron performed these miracles in Pharaoh's presence, but the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, and he wouldn't let the Israelites leave the country. Going to be reading Exodus chapter 12, verse 30. Pharaoh and all his officials and all the people of Egypt woke up during the night, and loud wailing was heard throughout the land of Egypt. There was not a single house where someone had not died.